If I told you that your next iPhone could quietly replace your camera, your laptop, your game console, and even parts of your brain, you'd probably roll your eyes. But stay with me, because when you hear what the iPhone 18 Pro Max could realistically look like, you might realize we're a lot closer to that future than you think. This is not some wild fantasy with teleportation and holograms. This is a grounded, realistic look at what Apple's most powerful iPhone ever could be if they keep pushing in the same direction. They've been going for years. Nothing here is officially confirmed by Apple, but if you've watched how Apple moves, you'll recognize the pattern. Oh, and here's the deal. The last feature I'll talk about is the most powerful, and probably the most controversial. It's the one thing that might actually make some people hate the iPhone 18 Pro Max. So listen all the way through before you decide if this is your dream upgrade or a hard pass. Imagine a phone that finally balances size and comfort. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is still big, still unapologetically Pro Max, but it doesn't feel like a brick anymore. The edges are slightly softer. The frame is lighter, but stronger. Probably some next-generation titanium alloy. And the weight is distributed so well that it doesn't dig into your pinky after a long Netflix session. Imagine a main sensor that's closer than ever to a real camera sensor in size, giving you actual depth, real low-light performance, and photos that don't fall apart when you zoom in. And all of this happens on device without needing to upload your photos to some random cloud AI server, which brings us to the brain of this thing. Inside the iPhone 18 Pro Max, you're not just getting a faster chip. You're getting what is basically a tiny AI supercomputer that lives in your pocket. A next-generation Apple chip with a neural engine that makes today's phones look slow. Every app you open, every swipe, every animation is immediate. But more importantly, the phone learns how you use it and then starts to work ahead of you. You open your Maps app every morning at 8 a.m. By 7:59, your route is preloaded. You open your favorite delivery app every Sunday night. The phone has already cached the app, loaded your usual orders, and even pre-filled your most common delivery address tweaks. Voice dictation stops feeling like a gimmick and starts feeling like magic. Watch you talk at full speed in a noisy environment, and the phone not only keeps up it, adds punctuation, fixes context, and understands when you're making a joke versus giving a serious command. And because the AI runs locally, you can do all of that on a plane, in the middle of nowhere, or with data turned off. Now, battery life. All of this power means nothing if your phone is dead by mid-afternoon. And with the iPhone 18 Pro Max, you're looking at a battery system that's not just bigger, but smarter and more efficient. Think beyond a simple lithium-ion bump. Whether it's a more advanced battery chemistry or more granular power management, the result is what matters. You wake up, unplug it. Use it all day like a normal person. Social media calls, texts, photos, some gaming. Maybe a bit of video editing, and you still have enough juice at night that you don't get that battery anxiety on the drive home. Charging also gets less annoying. The magnetic wireless charging we're used to gets faster, cooler, and more efficient. You drop it on a magnetic pad, and by the time you've gotten ready, grabbed your coffee, and checked your email, you've added hours of extra usage, no fiddling with cables, no worrying about whether you plugged it in all the way, and if Apple leans fully into their no-ports dream by this point. Your iPhone 18 Pro Max won't even have a charging port. No dust clogging it, no moisture warnings, nothing to break. Just magnets and wireless everything. That's going to frustrate some people, but it's also going to force the ecosystem to finally catch up. Speaking of ecosystem, this is where life in the Apple world gets even more sticky in a good way. Your iPhone 18 Pro Max becomes the true center of your digital life. Your Mac, your iPad, your Apple Watch, your AirPods, your Apple TV, everything just talks to everything else constantly. You start writing an email on your phone in an Uber, finish it on your Mac at the office, then review the attachment on your iPad on the couch without so much as tapping save. Your AirPods automatically switch, not because you force them to, but because the system can tell which device you're actually paying attention to at that moment. Lost your phone? The next-gen Find My system uses a mesh of nearby Apple devices to pinpoint it within inches, even indoors, even if it's on silent. Your Apple Watch can show you an arrow that literally guides you to it like a compass. Security and privacy get tighter too. Face ID becomes faster, works at more angles, and is even better at recognizing you with hats, glasses, or minor changes in appearance. And sensitive tasks opening banking apps, accessing digital IDs, confirming. High-value purchases are protected behind a hardware-level security wall that's practically impossible to break without you. Now zoom out and drop this into a normal day in your life. You wake up, glance at your phone. The always-on display doesn't just show you a clock and some random notifications. It shows you exactly what matters this morning, whether tailored to your usual commute, your first meeting, your most important reminder, and maybe one suggestion you actually care about, like you usually hit the gym on Wednesdays, but you haven't gone yet this week. You walk into your car. Your iPhone has already synced with CarPlay wirelessly. Your route is ready. Your playlist or podcast starts at exactly the right spot. You hit a traffic jam you didn't expect, and your phone quietly adjusts your calendar, suggests a quick text to the person you're meeting, and drafts it in your tone, not some robotic mess. At work, your phone becomes your keycard. You tap into the building, tap into your office, even tap to log into certain systems. Two-factor authentication is handled invisibly through your phone's secure enclave. At lunch, you pay with your phone, no wallet, no physical cards, no signing, and your bank never sees your real card number. The store never sees your identity beyond what's necessary. And your email doesn't get spammed with junk because your phone can generate private one-time emails when you sign up for things. In the evening, you're at a friend's birthday dinner. The restaurant is dark, but you still pull out your phone and capture sharp, clean photos and videos that don't look like muddy blobs. Later, your phone automatically builds a memory reel of the night, but this time it's not random. It understands who the birthday person is, figures out the key moments, puts them together in a way that actually feels like a story, not just a slideshow. Before bed, you drop your phone on your nightstand, no plugging in, no fiddling, no thinking. Charges, backs up, syncs, preloads tomorrow's content, and gets everything ready for your next day. You sleep. It works. So what's the big catch? What's that controversial feature I mentioned at the beginning? It's this. By the time we get to something like the iPhone 18 Pro Max, Apple will almost certainly push harder than ever toward a fully closed, fully controlled future. No ports, no SIM tray. Only eSIM. Accessories must be certified, repairs must be authorized. The phone will probably be more powerful and more useful than anything you've ever held, and also more locked down than ever. For a lot of people, that trade-off will be worth it. Ultimate convenience, insane performance, deep integration, minimal friction. For others, the idea of a device this central to their life being so tightly controlled by one company will feel uncomfortable. And that's the real question the iPhone 18 Pro Max raises. How much are you willing to trade for something that just works? A phone that sees better in the dark than your own eyes. A device that knows your habits, anticipates your needs, and quietly saves you minutes and hours every week. A camera that makes you feel like a pro without ever reading a manual. A battery that lasts. A display that stuns. And an ecosystem that feels like magic when it all clicks together. Is that worth living inside a walled garden that keeps getting taller? Because if Apple continues on the path they're on, the iPhone 18 Pro Max won't just be the next iPhone. It'll be the moment your phone quietly becomes the most important object you own, more than your keys, more than your wallet, more than your computer. The only question left is simple. When a phone